on in. Good morning, everybody. I'm Terrell Brown.
And I'm Tanya Batch. Kind of some wild weather. Is it muggy in here?
It feels like it.
It feels really thick.
Yeah.
I'm hearing it is from all corners of the room. Let's find out if it really is. Here's Tracy. Please don't turn up the air conditioning because it's going to get, it will get colder in here. Good morning. And yes, it has been muggy. Yesterday's high was 88 degrees, but this cold front is going through the area right now. And we're actually getting some clearing. Let me show you what is going on with these temperatures, though. Right now, 68 degrees in Plainfield. It's 72 degrees currently in Harvey, but 62 in Crystal Lake. These temperatures are going to be falling here this morning and still kind of windy out there this morning. But I know the pavement was wet when I was driving in. Ross, how about you?
Yeah, the pavement was damp, Tracy, but not wet enough to stop the overnight construction. Now, this is our North Tower camera pointed at the Kennedy. We've kind of adjusted it a little closer to Ohio, Ontario, because that's where they're doing the overnight road work. Should be picked up by 5. As a matter of fact, it looked like they may have been picking it up a little bit early, but I was seeing some delays. Take a look at the map, because that's not the only spot they're working at the Jane Byrne interchange. And then on the outbound Kennedy, they're doing road work from Lawrence to Harlem, 2 left lanes, and we're seeing some delays there. We'll tell you about some of the other overnight construction projects causing problems in just a few minutes. Tanya and Ross.
Ross, thank you. Right now, extra Chicago police officers are patrolling Rogers Park. They're trying to find the man suspected of killing 2 people at random. Megan Hickey is live with the latest, including a new video of the suspect. Megan.
Right, Tanya. Police believe the suspect may live in the neighborhood and described him as having a distinct walk. They're asking anyone with information to come forward to police. Police did release this video, surveillance video of the suspect in the back-to-back murders in Rogers Park. It was taken moments after 73-year-old Douglas Watts was gunned down on a sidewalk in the 1400 block of West Sherwin on Sunday morning. Just a day later, 24-year-old Eliyahu Moskowitz was also shot in the head and left for dead on the pedestrian path in Loyola Park. Police noted that the suspect has a unique gait, walking with his feet slightly pointed out.
The fact is, somebody in this room probably knows who he is. He's somebody's neighbor. He works with somebody. He walks to the bus stop. He walks to the store. He doesn't live under a rock. He comes out from underneath that rock, clearly. And the important thing is that if you see somebody like that, if somebody that you recognize, somebody you see that walk, man, it could be him. You got to give us a call at 911.
Now, police were able to determine that the 2 men were shot with the same gun. Chicago police have already received several tips related to these cases, and they're continuing to ask for the public's help. Live in Rogers Park, Megan Hickey, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Yeah, a lot of people worried about this, Megan. Thanks. 432 got more details coming in overnight on that breaking situation out of South Carolina. A man shot 7 police officers in Florence, South Carolina. One of them was killed. It happened during a standoff that was so dangerous that police had to use a bulletproof vehicle to rescue those who had been shot. The man also held children hostage for 2 hours in his home. They were released as he was taken into custody. It was a stunning shooting in an area still reeling from Hurricane Florence. The sheriff and police chief cried as they spoke to reporters earlier on this morning. They haven't said why they were serving a search warrant against suspects.
The murder trial of Chicago police officer Jason Van Dyke is nearing its end. Today, both sides will give closing arguments. After that, the case goes to the jury. You can watch the trial live from inside the courtroom or streaming the entire Van Dyke trial at abc7chicago.com and on our free news app.
And the second man accused of one of the nation's largest gun thefts is now in custody. Midlothian and Chicago police arrested Roland Jackson. He and Van Turnbow are suspected of stealing nearly 370 pistols from a shipping yard in Memphis. Most of the guns were found in a Walgreens parking lot in Midlothian.
A registered child sex offender faces new charges. Cameras caught James Cornelius IV inside a school in the northwest suburbs. Police say he went inside Woodstock High School at the end of the school day on Monday while students were still inside. He was arrested.
The ex-wife of Cubs infielder Addison Russell says she is relieved now that Major League Baseball's investigation is over. Melissa Reddy accused Russell of abuse in a blog post nearly 2 weeks ago. MLB suspended Russell for 40 games without pay for violating the league's domestic abuse policy. Cubs president Theo Epstein said that he's not sure what the odds are of Russell playing another game for the Cubs. Russell issued a statement that reads in part, "I have concluded it is in my best interest of the family to accept MLB's proposed resolution of this matter. I wish my ex-wife well and hope we can live in peace for the benefit of our child." A family is furious over the death of their loved one in the Lake County, Illinois jail. They say Edward Robinson was mentally ill and did not need to be in a jail. Robinson died last month in the maximum security section of the jail. A video shows a nurse did not check on him until almost 2.5 hours after a corrections officer pointed out that something was wrong. The sheriff says he was not happy with the response and demoted some of the officers that were involved. Police in Hobart are trying to figure out how remains ended up at a campsite. Survey crews doing work around 83rd and Grand found what looked to be a human skull and other bones. Investigators say there aren't any obvious signs of foul play. The coroner will take a closer look today.
And this news just in within the last 20 minutes, we've learned that the Senate Judiciary Committee has received the FBI report on sexual misconduct allegations against Brett Kavanaugh. Senators will be reviewing it. ABC's Emily Rao has the latest on the fight over his Supreme Court nomination.
A late-night motion in the Senate officially kicking off the countdown to a crucial vote.
I'm filing cloture on Judge Kavanaugh's nomination.
With Brett Kavanaugh's lifelong appointment to the nation's highest court on the line, the full Senate could vote on his final confirmation this weekend. The decision could come down to a handful of undecided senators, including Republicans Lisa Murkowski, Jeff Flake, and Susan Collins, along with Democrat Joe Manchin. All four condemning President Trump's mockery of Christine Blasey Ford at a campaign rally.
How did you get home? I don't remember. How'd you get there? I don't remember. Where is the place? I don't remember.
Senator Flake on NBC.
I wish you hadn't done it, and just say it's kind of appalling.
The president's comments were just plain wrong.
After spending much of the day Wednesday defending the president,
it wasn't anything other than the president stating facts.
The White House is now debating the release of the findings of that FBI investigation as attorneys for Kavanaugh's first accuser, Christine Blasey Ford, attack its merit, releasing this statement saying a supplemental investigation that did not include an interview with her nor the witnesses who corroborate her testimony cannot be called an investigation. We are profoundly disappointed. Senators will have a chance to review the FBI's report today starting at 8 a.m. And overnight, the White House saying they are fully confident the Senate will confirm Judge Kavanaugh. Emily Rao, ABC News, Washington.
A trailblazing physicist with deep ties to Chicago has died at the age of 96. Leon Letterman was director of Fermi Lab and was a professor at the University of Chicago. He's described as a giant in his field who had a passion for sharing science. Letterman wrote the book, The God Particle. He was a Nobel Prize winner. Letterman's family sold his Nobel Prize for more than $750,000 to pay for his medical bills and his care.
4:37, First Lady Melania Trump left Ghana overnight. Her next stop is the West African nation of Malawi. While in Ghana, Mrs. Trump walked out of the infamous door of no return, at one time a slave trade outpost. Before leaving the compound, the First Lady laid a wreath, observed a moment of silence, and signed a guest book. Besides Ghana and Malawi, Mrs. Trump will visit Kenya and Egypt.
Coming up on 4:38, we say hello to Rosie Tracy and hello to some much cooler weather.
Indeed. The cold front's going through the area right now, so we still have temperatures around 70 degrees.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I know, it does. But unlike yesterday when we kept going up, today we keep going down. Yeah,
That's the collective.
yeah. So it's back down the roller coaster hill today. And as we do take a look, our ride continues, whether you want to be on it or not. Yesterday's high was 88 degrees. That's the hottest October day we have had around here since 2007. Warmest it's been in October since then. Temperatures falling into the 50s today, and gusty winds are going to continue into the day as well. So our tempcast, again, right now we still have temperatures around 70. Look where those numbers may be at around 10 o'clock this morning. It's possible there even could be a few spots in the 40s yet to go this morning. And while over northern Indiana, southern suburbs, you'll hold in the 60s and around 70 for a few more hours, eventually your temperatures are going to be dropping as well. And these wind gusts are going to continue to be picking up. Mainly this morning, we start with a northwest wind. Then our winds into this afternoon will become more northeasterly. Meanwhile, when is our next chance of rain? Well, we did have some rain go through the area overnight, but it was in a weakening state. We really didn't get much in the way of severe weather last night. Tonight, I don't really anticipate this being a severe weather issue for us, but here's 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. We get to it 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, and you can see there will be some scattered rain, maybe an isolated storm, but again, I don't think it's going to be so much as a stormy event for our morning commute as just rain. And then in through the latter part of the morning tomorrow morning, we also have rain. Now, the afternoon hours tomorrow look as though they will be dry, but Friday night high school football games, unfortunately, I do think they are going to be compromised by weather. And unfortunately, could be some storms around here tomorrow evening. Average high today is 67. Our high will go in the books today is 80, but we're not getting back up to 80 degrees. And right now, it's 69 degrees. Dew points are still in the mid 60s, but these will be dropping. 70 in Cicero, 74 East Chicago. But in Huntley, you're already down to 59 degrees. So that's how the radar looked last night. Now we're already starting to get some clearing. We will end up with some sunshine today. So temperatures falling, windy conditions here this morning and into this afternoon. And we will see sunshine today, but it is going to remain windy and cooler. Tomorrow's going to be a day, especially we have rain in the morning, we have rain in the evening. Saturday is warmer, but we're going to have periods of rain here Saturday too. Russ?
Still looking at overnight road work causing delays, primarily approaching the Jane Byrne interchange. Now, we still have a few brake lights on the Kennedy, but here's our West Tower camera showing us the Jane Byrne interchange, and the inbound dike is a little bit heavy from Racine, Ashland, all the way down where it narrows into only one lane, and then you've got that ramp going from the inbound Ike to the outbound Kennedy closed until 5 o'clock, and there's the delays. You see them right there. Now, we also have a report of a crash on the Eisenhower at the west end. It's on the inbound side near 25th. We've got IDOT crews heading in that direction right now. Not seeing any big backup, but we'll keep you updated for sure. Travel times, we've got a couple of them that are elevated, including the Kennedy, but not by much. 21 minutes in from O'Hare. Still looks good at 19 heading outbound. Edens is clear. The Eisenhower, I'm calling it about 20 minutes now from Mannheim to the Byrne Circle because of the delays at the Byrne Circle. Outbound is clear at 17. No big problems on the Ryan, but the Ford, the usual delays into Stony Island in the construction zone. 19 minutes in from I-80, 17 minutes in on I-57 from I-80 to 95th. Time to Terrell.
Thank you, Roz. Time now is 4:42, and up next, the candidates for governor face off in a heated debate.
All right, you guys, it's Josey Maybles in the morning. So as you see, our weather is going to be going down today. And so much stuff is happening in the news, huh? Yeah, 17-year-old boy stabbed, and some people just, a police shootout in South Carolina. Those are the big headlines. And whatever is going on in the Capitol, there's nothing we can really do about it. What's done in the dark, all I gotta say is going to come to light. And definitely Kavanaugh, they not want to reelect him for that spot, all other stuff like that. That needs to be dealt with. Today, pretty much typical Thursday. And Josey Maybles is just relaxed. She just got to cleaning up around in the studio and around. It feels good when you actually clean up and you wash your hair from sweating, and then you take a breather. Got the fans going because it's a little warm here. But it's a good thing to put the fan in the window. That's good air conditioning. We got ready for the fall. We covered the air conditioning up. Get ready for that fall. Brought all the lawn furniture in, of course, umbrellas, chairs, tables. It's time to close it down for another season. And the last thing we gotta do is wash the house down. So pretty much that's what we do. Concrete and everything. There's nothing wrong with that. But the most important thing is getting ready for the harvest. Well, harvest is over. We're getting ready for a fall, of course. Winter. Could be a long winter, but long enough to say, hey, we enjoyed the summer. Now it's time to get some winter in. This is Josey Maybles in the morning, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday. You guys keep focused on the traffic and turn into Channel 7 like I'm doing. And have a great day. And listen to the sound of DJ Twinkle Toes as we're streaming now live. I'll be back with you later.